When I got arrested at 22 years old, I was very immature, reckless.
I'm finally in a position where I'm able to make a positive impact in my community.
The sky's the limit with this program.
Welcome to Prison to Purpose, Building Futures Behind Bars. I am your host, Michelle Kane, and I am so happy you are joining us today. This is a real treat. As we mentioned in our previous show, we are here inside Folsom State Prison, first time interviewing incarcerated participants in the Braille program. And I am so happy that you're joining us, Lyle Shulman. Lyle is, I don't want to call you one of the originals, but
been here a while.
But we have the top Brailleist in the nation here inside Folsom State Prison. And you are one of them.
Yeah, the aspect of being the top Brailleist is there isn't one. There's many men out there who have the multiple certifications. They've done a lot of work to get their skill sets. But the point is we have here a great Braille group because everybody does his job and everybody helps everybody else learn the next step. If I learn something new, I share it with everybody. I've been doing this for 24 years.
24. So
I have a lot of experience. And some of the simple things when men are first coming in and being trained, our instruction is peer educated. We're an inmate-driven group. We don't have staff Braille teachers. It's inmates only teaching inmates. And we have great success rates of men leaving here.
Yeah, we heard only 1% or one person has come back.
That's true. Only one man has ever come back to prison having paroled from this program.
That's incredible. That's incredible. And there are 15 men in the program right now.
Yeah. And
Lyle, you are, can I say a mentor, a teacher?
Both.
Both.
I'm the primary instructor. Even when men currently in the new mathematics program, which is Unified English Braille with Nemeth Math, the young men who are going through that class right now, they're having an outside instructor where I used to teach it straight. But when they brought in Unified English, it's a new course. And I haven't been through it, but anybody who is currently certified in Nemeth does not have to go through that course.
Got it.
So I do get to answer questions for the guys who are in the course right now. It's not the same as taking it from the beginning, but it's really good to know that the men who are learning in here are going out and being a success.
It's huge. It speaks volumes about the program. And how many certifications do you have? I know, but for those at home.
I have 5.
You have 5 certifications. 5. And can you go through them? I mean,
sure. The first certification I received back in 2003, I think it was February, was not unified, it was American English Braille. And that's what we did up until 2016. 2016, they switched it to Unified English Braille, which all of the other English-speaking nations use. We capitulated. We kept the ruler, but we gave up English Braille. So, and the next certification I got was music. I love the program. So
that's a tough one.
Yes, ma'am. That was a tough one. It's a 2-year course. My mentor at the time finished the course 2 months in front of me, and we were the first 2 inmates ever certified in music Braille.
Incredible.
He's an incredible story. He's now living in Thailand with his wife, and he's still brailing for groups here in America.
That's amazing.
My math certification came next, and then formats, and then again a reformat. So, yeah, between just getting through this and staying up on top of everything you do, it's like the law. Things change, and you have to stay up on top of it. So it's constant study, but it's also application. And in this program, it's about the fellowship we have. Everybody wants to help everybody else. We do this so blind children can get an education. And it's an amazing thing.
And that's the overall driving factor. I mean, that is the reason you show up day in and day out. And explain that. What does it do for you?
Wow. Well, I was a bad guy. Shame to say, but the truth is I'm in for murder, but that wasn't my only crime. I was one of those guys who rode with a motorcycle club, and one of the things I got messed up, strung out on methamphetamine, and at one point I was so bad off I stole from a blind woman. Well, when I got busted or rescued, in my case, I became a Christian, and in doing so, I learned about amends. I know the self-help programs all teach it, but I wasn't in self-help programs, and back then they weren't available like they are today. Yeah. So the scriptures is where I learned about amends, and knowing that when I heard about the Blind Project, so I couldn't give back to the woman I stole from. I don't know her name, no way to find her, so I thought I'd just go up and learn how to Braille a little bit and give back that way, and I fell in love with it.
And you've been here 24 years.
24 years.
24 years.
Yes, ma'am. The 24 years, the first 4, you're actually learning. And although you do some production, you don't get into the level where you're doing production where somebody can come in and give you a book and you can just do the book. Yeah. It takes years. I didn't really get to the point where I was freestanding till 7 years in. 7 years in, I could pretty much get started on my own. And that's what we do here is when the men leave here, we look forward to them being a success in whatever they choose. Not everybody stays in Braille. You have to have more than one certification to actually make a living when you get out there. Some guys, we get them in here, they're only here for 3 years. It's really tough to get 2 certs in 3 years. So men leave here and they've got a really good work ethic. They've got a really good understanding of what it means to be able to work with others. Their education, their computer skills, everything comes up in this program. So men have been a success. One of the guys who came in here was kind of a hard case, and anyway, he was a really good friend at the end. He left. He got his certification just before he walked out the door. But that was the one thing that led him to get the one job that he had no idea he'd ever have. He's now a conductor for Union Pacific Railroad. He's making over $100,000 a year.
Wow.
And the thing that was most impressive on his resume was that he was Braille certified.
He was Braille certified, and he went through the program.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I came through here.
Oh, I love hearing these great success stories.
Just off cuff, I'm getting ready to go to the Florida Commission. And a friend of mine who was here in the program and left out, he's Brailling now for a living. He's doing really well. Just got married last Saturday, and or Saturday before last. He's Brailling for the daughter of the woman who taught me how to do tactiles when I first came into the program.
Full circle.
Full circle. And Braille is a small community. It's worldwide, but it's very intimate. Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
And
the certifications, they come through the Library of Congress, and these are, again, top certifications. These are industry accredited certifications. And also I want to point out that the program is operated by the California Correctional Training and Rehabilitation Authority, formerly CalPIA,
right.
But we're now CALCTRA. And this is one of the best programs in prison, top notch. But we're going to get more into your story. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll just be right back. Stick around. We're inside Folsom State Prison. Don't go away.
If this episode moved you, hit follow and subscribe to the Prison to Purpose podcast. And remember, no matter where you started, you're always one choice away from a better future.
Welcome back, Prison to Purpose. We are inside Folsom State Prison right now. We are showcasing the Braille program and featuring Lyle Shellman, one of many Braillists here, talented Braillist, that are part of this program. We're going to be talking to George Chavez here coming up. But Lyle, let's get into your story a little bit more. I know the Braille program started inside a cell, correct? How did that happen?
That was a crazy story. Lions Club had actually came in and established a program called Books on Tape and Recycling Glasses. They get used glasses from drugstores, wherever you average drop them off, and bring them in, and they'd recycle them, clean them, repair them as they could, and they'd gauge them and box them up. And they gave them to Doctors Without Borders. So the program was really a good success in that light, and Books on Tape was good. And one of the men read Indian in a Cupboard. It was just one of the books that came up, and a young girl asked for it. She was 9 or 10, and she got it, and she fell in love with the way he read. So she brailled him back a thank you note. He couldn't read it, and that's how we got started. He asked if he could get a course to learn how to read Braille to see what this young girl wrote about what he read.
This was back in the 1980s.
Yes, it was. It was late 80s,
Yep.
early 90s. We actually got into Braille levels where somebody actually wanted us to do some work for them. And the California Department of Education sent 2 wonderful ladies in to see us. One was really good on formats and alliterate, how to put a book together, and the other one was really good on tactiles and how to do drawings and graphics for the blind. And they nurtured us until we actually were able to produce books and being used by the Department of Education. And blind children, kindergarten through 8th grade, were reading our stuff, and everybody was so proud.
I bet. And I know we talked about what does this program do for you, but what does this program do for you deep down? Like when you come into work every day, you know, you're here 24 years. 24 years.
It's first of all, it's a get off the yard. You know, it's an opportunity where you're not stressed by people who are maybe not thinking the way you are about going home, and they got other things on their mind, and sometimes it results in there's a fight that breaks into a riot, and but if you're up here, here, I'm sitting in the Braille program, I'm at ease. I've got men from all different ethnicities and backgrounds and religious beliefs, and we're all working for the same purpose. And the purpose for me was, like I said, I wanted to make amends for what I had done, because as a Christian, I'm called to do that. But what I didn't know is that in doing this, I would get a career.
Yeah.
More than a career. I've been blessed. I've been interviewed more than one time. And it's always been because of what people did before I was here. All my education is brought up through them. My mentors who got me here, got me into the program. I waited 2 years to get in from the time I first applied. And then you learn and you get to the point now there are men leaving here that were my students who are doing Braille.
How does that feel?
Well, I may never get out of prison, but I know the work that I've done here is valued by the community that I serve. Not only here, but outside. It's kind of amazing. I've met all the head people in Braille in America. Either they've been here or it's been in correspondence, related. It amazes me that my name is known, and I have never brailled or spoken to anybody outside these walls dealing with Braille.
But they know you.
Yeah. That's pretty amazing.
That is amazing. And I just know you as a person, and you're always so humble and so kind when we come in for tours. There is a camaraderie here.
It is. We everybody respects everybody.
Yeah.
With the work we do, it's like, okay, I can get on the computer and I type, fine. I could be a clerk anywhere, fine. But to sit down and take something that somebody can't read and put it in the form that they can, it gives you a validation for what you're doing in prison every day. We do more than just come up here. We take our Braille home and proof it, and I proof his and he proofs mine and somebody else proofs it again, because Braille it's just like when you're reading a book and you come across a word that's misspelled. It kind of jumps off the page at you. In Braille, the teacher can't read what's wrong. Mm-hmm. The student knows, but if I do in math, if I put down a wrong number, if the cell configuration that I use, I put down for 4 when it's supposed to be 5, The Braille student then has his math problem wrong, and the teacher can't see it. The student did it correctly, but because of my error, he got it wrong. Yeah. So the need, the necessity of being accurate in everything that we do
It's
is
huge.
just layered and layered and layered. One of the toughest of all of the disciplines is music. And can you imagine a blind musician has to read the music, then memorize what he's reading, and then play it. And if I gave him a wrong note, and in the middle of a set, he's playing along, and all of a sudden he hits an F sharp and everybody else is in C, oops.
Yeah.
Then he has to unlearn it.
Well, I always love the example you give, and it puts it into perspective. And I think it's right behind you. If you could grab, if you're watching, you can see this. But Lyle right now is picking up a children's dictionary. And you always show this children's dictionary. This is just an average children's dictionary, an average book. Mm-hmm. And you always say, what does the blind student have to take with them?
Yeah.
What behind you?
Kid throws this in his backpack and goes to school. The blind child has to push this cart. There's 53 volumes of Braille there to represent this book. The reproduction work that goes into making this book is they push a button and it prints out on paper. It takes us 7 months to do that book. And that was a lot of guys working on it. Because not only do you have to Braille it, you have to proof it, then make corrections, proof it again, make your final corrections. Then you have to emboss it and proof the embossed copy to make sure that it gets out accurately for the kids. Now, I know not all the Braille groups do that because we clean up a lot of stuff. When we get in here, we emboss for other Braille groups across the nation. We get stuff in that the Department of Education wants to use, and they send it in to us, and we have to put it in an embossed format. Oh. So it comes into our embossing division, and we do that. We do that really well.
Well, that's got to make you feel really good. So I'm going to leave folks with this to tell. I would say not the critics, but to the people that say, "Oh, you're never going to change." Incarcerated folks, they're just never going to change. They're going to just keep doing what they do. What do you have to say to them?
Well, first of all, I hope that your heart is softened by some of what you've heard today. And I hope you keep listening because you're going to hear more from different people. But I was a really bad guy. I was a gang member in Texas. And I was convicted of a kidnap in California and a murder in Florida. I used drugs and motorcycle gangs. We're not good people. I mean, it doesn't mean there's not good hearts in there, but the men are lost in the world, and the struggle with what they do, it's just horrible. It's preying on everybody at all times, whatever gets the club up. So when I think about that, and when I came in, it took me 10 days to even get sober enough to quit shaking and focus and then realize what I was facing and crime. I was a death penalty case. And by the grace of God, I was spared. And when I look back, I say, the reason I'm still here, 46 years into my sentence, is because of who I used to be. But everybody who knows me will tell you straight up, they don't understand the guy that's in the book, the guy that's in the file, the guy that was charged with it. He doesn't exist. The change is so complete when men truly get away from being selfish and look to help others. The change is so complete, you cannot recognize them from who they used to be. This program is full of men just like that.
Well, Lyle, it's just always a pleasure to talk to you. You're such an inspiration. You always get me emotional here, and just keep doing what you do. You're really blessing others, and thank you. Thank you.
I think that's all strictly through my faith, and I put it down there, and I really needed to say that, and I didn't know where to fit it in. But had I not become a Christian, I would not have known what a men's was. I wouldn't be here. Had not the men who said, okay, you want to learn Braille? We'll help you. Had they not been there to help, I learned that men help men in prison be better. It's not all about who can we get over. It's not about learning how to steal a new way a car. Men are making better men. One of the great programs we have here, it's a Christian program on the side. It's called Malachi Dads, and it's about men becoming better husbands and brothers and sons and fathers. You may not get a career in here, but you can go out a better man and get a career then.
Well, Lyle, thanks again for being on our show.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure talking with you. And we are going to be right back. We're going to be talking with George Chavez coming up.
Today's episode of Prison to Purpose is made possible by partners who believe in second chances and stronger communities. Our mission is simple: help people behind bars build futures through education, mindset shifts, and real-world preparation. When individuals return home with purpose, entire communities benefit.
Welcome back to Prison to Purpose. We are inside Folsom State Prison, and we are highlighting the Braille program, or digital services. This is a CALCTRA program, an amazing job training program, and I am joined by George Chavez, who is one of the elite Braillists in this program. This program has churned out some top Braillists in the nation. And how do you feel about the program?
Well, as far as elite, I know there's guys better than me, but one thing for sure is that when we come in here, it's a privilege to be able to be taught by some of the best Braillists in the country. My mentor, my teacher, who you guys just had on, Lau, he's very good at what he does, and he makes sure like he helps us understand the purpose of the work that we're doing, where it's very meaningful. It's something that we could see how serious he takes it. So just being able to work with him, that comes to us too. You know, we get to see that the work that we do, it helps a blind child with their education, and so just being able to understand the impact of it. It makes us want to do better. Makes us want to work.
100%.
Be as best as we can.
And how did that feel when you came into the program? You heard about the Braille program. Talk about like your first days into the program. Did you ever see yourself as a Braillist?
Not at all. I think for me, Braille was like the farthest thing from my mind. I know I've heard about it. I knew the word. I mean, what it was. But as far as anything else that had to do with it, no, I didn't see myself doing it. But once I kind of got a word around about what they do here, what we did here, that's when I was like, let me just go take a look and see what it's all about. And once I came in here and got a little taste of the place, I was like, yeah, I want to be part of this. Sign me up. And yeah, once I was able to actually get the opportunity to do it, it was something that I was real grateful for.
Yeah, and you got your certification.
Yes, so I got my literary Braille certification through the Library of Congress, and currently I'm working on my Nemeth Braille Code certification, which I'm on my last lesson of it, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to start taking this test pretty soon. Good for you.
Yes, good for you. And even better news is you were beaming. You got a parole date. You're going to be going home.
Yes. Thank God. Yes, I went in front of the parole board almost 4 weeks ago, and I was found suitable. And
congratulations.
Thank you very much. And yes, so to be able to now be in a position where I'm going to be able to be going home soon and being able to hopefully get another certification in Braille, I just see it as an opportunity to start lining things up so that I could be doing this type of work out there or any other type of work. I just know that it's going to help me be more successful when I parole.
And how about your family, friends?
Oh yeah, they're excited. especially my wife and my 2 daughters. And those are the ones that because they've been with me for this whole time and dealing with the ups and downs of me being incarcerated. So now to finally be able to get out to them and with the changes that I've made in my life, I can't wait. I can't wait to be able to be a better man for all of them.
You're going to be a great employee. I know that for a fact because I've seen your work through the many years. So, George, let's talk about your past life.
Yes.
Let's just get into that real quick. What brought you to prison?
So I'm in here for murder and attempted murder.
Okay.
So originally that's what I was charged with, which it was a gang-related murder.
How old were you?
I was 20 years old. I was out there and I was living a very destructive lifestyle. I was very selfish. I was only in it to do things for myself without caring about how my actions were going to affect other people. And so when I was in trial, I was offered a plea bargain. At the end of the day, I'm very fortunate, and today I could only think that it's just through the grace of God that I'm able to get out sooner than that. At the end, I know what I've done. I know the terrible things that I've done.
That's what I was going to say, to the victims' families.
Absolutely.
And
to me, that's one of the things too that from this program is that understanding of how much of a blessing it is to be able to give back and to, especially after everything that I've taken. Today, what gives my life purpose is that the life that I live is not mine. It's not mine alone. It's mine and my victims and their families as well, especially after everything I took in from them. So to me, the way that I live my life today is honoring them, and that means changing from being the person that I used to be, and now it's being a better person so that I could give back, not just for them, but just for everybody else that I come across. And this program allows me to do that too. It allows me to be a part of something that's going to help somebody, that's going to help a blind student, help them further their education. And education is something that's very important to me. I think to me that was one of the things that helped me set me up on my rehabilitation path here in prison.
education.
Going to college and stuff like that. And so
Good for
it's
you.
something that's real important to me, and it's important to me. It's important for my daughters.
Yeah.
Their education is important to me. So just to know that I'm going to be able to help another child further their education, it's just a testament of what is it that I want to continue to be doing, how I want to live my life with purpose now and meaning.
Well, I know you're going to be a great success.
Thank you.
When you go home.
Thank you.
And I know your family is just thrilled.
Yes.
And George, just keep doing what you do. And we will be following you,
Yes.
And you heard from Lyle. There's only been one guy that has come back
Yes.
since the 1980s.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Yep.
You and you're going to do it.
Yes. Thank you.
So
Thank you. I appreciate it.
George, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
on our show.
Thank you.
I
Thank you for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
Thank you.
If this episode moved you, hit follow and subscribe to the Prison to Purpose podcast. And remember, no matter where you started, you're always one choice away from a better future.
Welcome back. We're inside Folsom State Prison, and we have been talking with Lyle Shellman as well as George Chavez, and they are both students, mentors, teachers with the Braille program here. CALCTRA operates this program, a world-renowned Braille program. And I say world-renowned because we have the top Brailleist in the nation here, including this guy right here. Lyle, you have all the certifications in Braille. And I am holding right now, if you're watching, you can see this, but I will describe it if you're just listening. This says the Melvin Jones Fellow Award, and this is presented to Lyle Shellman, and this was from the Lions Club International Foundation. And it is for dedicated humanitarian services. Talk about this award really quick. And I'm going to have you hold it while you're talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, there are things that happen to you in life you don't see coming. And this was one of them. I've been doing this, like we said earlier, 24 years. I also worked in the glasses recycling, and I've been blessed in the prison to be able to serve in different areas, the youth diversion program and the ministries, and Lions Club have been tracking me since the first time I met them.
Yes.
Way back, 2002. And it's to receive this award for humanitarian service after having taken human life and given a life term. It's like they could see there's change.
Yeah.
No matter who you are, where you are, take the time to do something good for somebody else, and your day will be worth it.
And that's what we're going to leave people with. Be the inspiration. Be the encourager to others. Lyle, thank you. You well deserved this award. And George, I am so excited about your future. You know, Lyle's going to keep tabs on you. You do know that, you know.
I'm going to make sure that, when I come across something that I don't get,
Yeah.
oh, how do you do this?
How do you do this? How do you do this? So, yeah, you're going to do great.
He is going to do great.
Do great things. And Lyle, just amazing, amazing. So with that, we are going to wrap it up here inside Folsom State Prison. I just want to thank you for tuning in, and another episode done. Prison to Purpose, building futures behind bars. Please follow, like us, share us. We want this podcast to spread. And I always leave folks with this line. You had a line, your line was much better than mine, but my line is, hope does not stop behind the gate. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Prison to Purpose podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to hit follow, subscribe, and stay connected with us for more real stories, real growth, and real transformation. Share this episode with someone who needs a little strength today. We'll see you next time.